Hello guys, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to Talk to Your Midwife session. I am Shironas and I want today to start a journey or a series with you of getting to check what is in the antenatal booklet. This is an antenatal booklet. This is what pregnant women will use when they are going for their antenatal clinic. In case you're a pregnant mom, you must start your antenatal clinic at least by 16 weeks of your pregnancy. That is around 4 months. Make sure you are not past 4 months when you're starting your antenatal clinics because of one reason or the other. Now, this series will be all about checking in this antenatal booklet and seeing what is inside here. What is this important information that we need to feel, we as nurses, as midwives, as doctors, what do we really need to feel about you or about your baby or about your pregnancy? What do we really feel in this booklet? Is it important to me as a doctor or a nurse, or is it so much important to you as a pregnant mom, or is it so much important to your unborn baby or even to your newborn? So this series will be all about this. Kindly make sure you subscribe and join in so that we can be able to work together with this. And today, the first episode, we will get into our first page of this booklet. And these first pages of each booklet, if you have an ANC booklet, kindly make sure you check it. The first page, on the first cover, inside that cover, we have what we call preparing for your delivery, or what we call an individual birth plan. This is what we are talking about now. If you have your ANC booklet, kindly open it and let's check together. And before we look at the individual birth plan down here, there is a letter here that the government has written to you, or the Ministry of Health has written to you. Now, this one here is an ANC booklet from Kenya, that is in Africa. So I don't know those who are in Europe, Asia, and all over the whole world, how yours is. But here in Africa, Kenya, this is how it is. And I want to read this to you. As a mom, I want to read this to you because I know most of you have never read this. So it says, Dear father and mother. So this is to inform you that it is not only you as a mom, it is both of you as a mom and also the dad. So dear father and mother, congratulations on this pregnancy. The Ministry of Health would like to celebrate you and present this mother and child health booklet to you. So it is a mother and child health booklet. Please read well together with family members and understand the content well. That is why we are starting these episodes, guys. If you have any question, please ask a health worker or a community health worker without and any hesitation. So without any hesitation, in case you don't understand anything here, you need to ask your nurse or your doctor wherever you're going for your ANC checkup. Carry this booklet every time you visit a health facility and show it to the health worker. This MCH or Mother-Child Health booklet will be used until the child is 5 years old. Guys, did you know that? That you will use this booklet, ANC booklet, until your baby is 5 years old? Please keep it safe throughout the child's or owner's lifetime. When the child is grown up or an adult, please hand this booklet to him or her as a present with instructions to keep it safe. That is funny. I know most of you don't have yet your ANC booklets that you had with your previous babies. Your child will read its contents and understand his history before birth and until 5 years of age. The child will also realize the parents' love, health workers, and other service providers' contribution towards protecting his or her life. We hope this MCH, that is the Mother-Child Health booklet, will help protect the life of mother and child, thus lead to a healthy mother, child, and a healthy family, and a healthy and a prosperous nation. That is a letter, guys. Yes, here it is. I don't know whether my camera will show you. Yes, this is the letter I was reading to you. You see this? That is the letter. The Ministry of Health, as Kenyans, the Ministry of Health has written to you just to inform you that this is what this is all about. So we have seen it will be important to us as health workers. It is important to you as a mom. It is very much important to your unborn child and also to this baby after delivery and until 5 years of age. Now let's get to our topic now of the day, that is the individual birth plan. Down here, yes, yes, down here we have the individual birth plan. This is what we're gonna talk about. What is this individual birth plan? Let's see. So on our individual birth plan, the first thing is due date. The first thing here that this book is asking from you is the due date. You see here, the due date. So the good thing with me is that already I have done 2 videos to show you how to calculate your EDD, that is your expected date of delivery. We need to know, or you as a mom needs to know when you are due for your delivery. When are you going to give birth to your child? So for individual birth plan, we need to record here when is your due date. So kindly watch my previous videos on how to calculate your EDD so that you can be able also to do that at home even before you go for your clinic, at least so that when you are asked, you already have the answer. So it is so much important for you to know your due date so that you can be able to do the best preparations for your child. Okay. And the second information that it is asking is birth attendant. Okay. The second thing it is asking is birth attendant. Okay. You as a mom, why is it important to know your birth attendant? What is the meaning of birth attendant, guys? Yes, we need to know. What is the meaning of birth attendant? It is that person who will help you deliver your child. It is good to be able to create a relationship, an interpersonal relationship between yourself and your nurse or your nurse midwife or your doctor. Nowadays, a lot of people, especially those who are attending the private hospitals, they already have a choice of, I want a specific doctor to help me deliver my baby. If it is a mom who is awaiting CS, an elective CS, most of the people will already have someone in mind that Dr. So and so is the person who will perform a CS for me. It is good so that you get to have that relationship with them, so that you get to be updating them on what is happening to you. You can even get their contacts or their phone numbers just in case there is an emergency. That just in case maybe when you are at home, you are at work, you start bleeding, or maybe you see some water coming out, you can call the doctor directly or your nurse or your midwife. Tell them, you see, this and this is happening, this and this has happened. We have moms who have some medical issues like high blood pressure, high blood or blood sugars, diabetes, it is good that you have a contact of your nurse or a midwife. Remember, this nurse or this midwife already has information about you. So once I am calling, you're calling me even at night, I know this is so and so, and she's pregnant, she's 32 weeks, she's suffering from this and this. So even when you call me at odd time hours, even at night, I'm able to know that when you tell me that I have bleeding, I know that, oh my God, you have bleeding because of this and this is happening. Then I will be able to advise you accordingly. That is why it is so much important to have even contact of your birth attendant. And it is written here in this ANC booklet. So the third information that this ANC booklet is asking us for is place to deliver. Okay, place of delivery stroke the health facility name. You need to record here, where do you want to go and deliver your baby? Okay, is it in this hospital, is it in this hospital, is it where you have to plan, and you have at least to write it here. Remember, you can black out or you can pass out when you are at work or when you are heading to your clinic. Maybe you are at your bus stage, then you pass out, then someone will check your handbag and find this and open here and see the name of the place of delivery. And maybe if it is a person of goodwill, they will take you and they will drive you to that specific hospital. And when you get to that hospital, the doctor sees you, the doctor can recognize you because you have already written here that this is your birth attendant. Okay, that is why it is so much important. And also, when you are selecting the health facility to deliver, the place of delivery, I always advise my moms, even when you're coming for your ANC clinic, I always ask you, is this the hospital that you still want to deliver your baby? When you tell me yes, I will take you to the maternity so that you can be able to see the rooms. In case we have different packages in our maternity rooms, in case we have different packages in the services that we offer, you get to know them and you get to understand them. So that, mama, when you're coming on that day of delivery, I don't take you to an expensive room, or I don't take you to a deluxe room or a VVIP room, but whereas your pocket could only have managed you staying in a normal room, just a normal room, or even a general ward, okay, where you'll be sharing a room maybe with two or more mothers. So it is good when you select the hospital to go and deliver, make sure that you have the whole information about that hospital, and not only that hospital, especially maternity department. Make sure that you understand whether this maternity department is working 24 hours. Make sure that you know whether this hospital has a theater, a functional theater, a theater where there are doctors available, because sometimes maybe for money, you will find that some private hospitals just have a theater there, but they don't have a gynecologist who can be able to come and perform a CS professionally the way it is needed, or the way it is required. Sometimes the theater is there, just a building, but you don't have a doctor who can come even at 3 a.m. to perform a surgery in case there is an emergency on you. Okay, so make sure you have all that information about this hospital. The maternity has a maternity theater, there is a doctor, there is an obstetric gynecologist who can be able to attend to you in case we have an urgent issue. Okay, this hospital has enough staffs or enough nurses who can be able to take care of you. It is your right as a mom to be able to understand the place where you will be coming to deliver your baby, because remember, just one mess or just negligence can lead to your death or the death of your unborn child, and we don't want that. So this book is advising you to make sure you know the name of the hospital that you'll go to deliver, and you have full information about that hospital, about the maternity, about the doctors and nurses there, about even whether they have a functional NICU, that is the neonatal ICU, especially for moms who have issues with their pregnancy or has medical issues. Make sure at least you go to deliver to a hospital where they even have a NICU, a neonatal ICU, so that just in case your baby doesn't score so well after delivery, there is somewhere that this baby will be managed to, will be taken to be managed to. Another information here that the ANC booklet is asking you here is support person stroke birth companion. Yes, this one I always talk about this, and people think that it's just a by the way. No, it is this book that is also requiring you, reminding you that you need to have a support partner or a birth companion. And who is this? A birth companion, by the way, can be your spouse. If you are single, a birth companion can be your okay, if you're not married, he can be your boyfriend, can be your companion, your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your best friend, your neighbor, anyone who you prefer to come and be there with you when you're giving birth to your baby. That is what we call a birth companion. Sometimes you might come, it might be an emergency and you come to the hospital, but unfortunately your birth companion was not around. So when you come to the hospital, me as a nurse, me as a doctor, me as a nurse assistant can be your birth companion too. In case you don't have someone, do not fear going to the hospital. Come, because we are here waiting for you. So I will be there. I will have my fellow nurse. I will have a nurse assistant. The doctor will be there. So in case the doctor is there, I can be a birth companion. I can assist you to do whatever your birth companion will have been there. And I will do a video, an exclusive video explaining the roles of a birth companion in labor, because some people don't understand what their roles are when they are coming as a birth companion, because you have specific roles, so that you make sure that you don't interfere with the nurse's work or the doctor's work. Okay, so I will do a video on the roles or the responsibilities of a birth companion for you, so that you can be able to understand. Okay. And so the other thing that the book is asking us for is the transport. Then we have blood donor and saving money for delivery. Let's talk about transport. It is good to prepare that in that specific day, that D-Day, this is what I will use to go to the hospital. Maybe you have a car, it's okay, well and good. Make sure that now you know the due date. Make sure that at least towards those days you prepare that, in that every day you're going to sleep, your car is well fueled, so that labor doesn't come and then kumbe the car didn't have enough fuel. If it's your husband's car, make sure you update him on the due date, so that towards those days he prepares well, that every time he's coming home, at least the car is well fueled. In case you don't have a vehicle, get someone, whether it's a neighbor, it's a friend that you know they have a car, and make sure you inform them, because guys, most of the people will assume that it is Esther who will be driving me to the hospital, but you haven't even planned on anything, like you haven't told me, so you're just calling me, and maybe I had my own plan. So make sure that I know, if I'm the one who will be driving you to the hospital, make sure you inform me in advance. Tell me that this is my due date. Even when we are approaching the due date, keep reminding me, hi Esther, remember I'm almost giving birth, so remember you're still the one to take me to the hospital, so that in case you call me on the odd hours of the night, maybe 2 a.m., I can remember. Once I see your call, I already remember that, oh my God, maybe labor is here, I need to come and take you to the hospital. That is all about transport. And also keep some, like, save some money for transport, especially if you don't have a car. Maybe you'll need to book an Uber. Okay, make sure you already have some money kept somewhere. You can lock something in your M-Pesa, in your phone. You can lock some cash somewhere, so that labor doesn't come when you don't have anything in your pocket at all. Then about the blood donor, make sure you have someone who can donate blood for you, just in case we have a PPH, just in case we have an emergency and we really need blood to give to you. Okay, make sure this means that you already know your blood group, and maybe if I'm the person who you want me to donate my blood to you, you know my blood group. Okay, so you have to know the donor's blood group, and also you have to be sure that your blood donor is healthy enough. Because if someone is not healthy, and also we look at so many things. Number one, this person blood donor should not be pregnant like you. She should be healthy. She should be didn't be a mom who has just delivered, because she's still losing blood. And the kgs of this person must not be less than 50. Is it 50 or 55 kgs? Okay, even if it is a man. Okay, make sure that your blood donor is healthy enough. Okay, because we don't want blood that is contaminated. Then saving money for delivery. This is the last thing that your ANC book is reminding you to do when you're preparing for delivery. Save some cash. Okay, even if you are using insurance, because nowadays a lot of people have insurance covers. Okay, when you're going to the hospital for medical cases, surgical cases, or even delivery, we have a lot of people who have medical covers, okay? Don't sit down with your husband, with your spouse, and say, we have a medical cover, so everything will be covered. Remember, at that day, your blood donor might be somewhere with no transport, and you need to send them maybe transport to come to the hospital to donate blood for you. Sometimes we have some emerging issues that might need some cash, okay? So make sure that you have some cash that you have saved, okay? We have mothers who have not even shopped, and you are 7 months pregnant, you haven't even shopped for your baby. No, just do that, because you never know, you might even have some false labor, okay? You might have some preterm labor, so make sure you shop enough, okay? If you are maybe you are assuming that it is still early to shop for your baby, then make sure that you're saving some money, so that when it is that time to shop, you don't have to struggle like, I don't have baby diapers, I don't have wipes, I don't have my own cotton wool, I don't have my pads, I don't have even some, I can't even afford some snacks to when I'm in labor. Maybe your nurse has told you, has sent your spouse to go, or your birth companion to go and get you some oranges, some orange juice, some yogurt, some juice, some glucose, and you don't even have any cash with you. So it is good to keep some money. Even if you have an insurance cover, we sometimes have some emerging issues. We call them emerging issues because maybe there are things that you had not planned for in your individual birth plan. So make sure you save up for some money. And also on that saving on some money, let me talk about whether even if you have an insurance cover, make sure that in that hospital your insurance cover can be able to cater for a normal delivery, for a section, just in case there is an emergency and your wife or you as a mom, you'll go for a CS. So don't go to a hospital where your cover is only covering a normal delivery. No. When you're doing the pre checking of the hospitals, make sure that your insurance cover can be able to cover for you a normal delivery, a cesarean section, that is a CS delivery, and even in case this baby gets to NICU or to the neonatal ICU, is this cover able to cater for this baby's charges in the NICU? Okay, so that you don't have some what do we call them, like you're not stressed when it is that day, and then the doctor tells you, mama, as we need to take you for an emergency CS, and then you find that your insurance cover cannot cover, or you yourself, you only came prepared cash wise with only money for a normal delivery. And that is where you find that a lot of mothers will perceive a hospital as a bad hospital, just because we are delaying your CS because you didn't have money. Because each hospital has rules, guys. Even in your own house, you have rules and regulations that should be followed. So even when you come to the hospital, we have rules and regulations. Other than us being a hospital and being doctors and nurses who swore to save lives, remember we are working in under rules and regulations, okay? So please don't make us appear bad. Don't make us appear so bad, because I feel so bad when someone sees me and tells me, you people are just after money. No, 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 no. Remember, it is you who came. You could have come prepared. Okay, so when you have come prepared and I tell you that, mama, we need to go for a CS, there is no stress, because after all, I am prepared enough. Even if it is a CS, it's okay. Nurse, it's okay, my doctor, I will go for that CS. Maybe the baby is delivered. Unfortunately, the baby didn't score so well, and I tell you, mama, we need to take your baby to the neonatal ICU, and you're like, it's okay, my insurance cover can do that. Or maybe your husband says, it's okay, I can swipe my card, we are prepared for anything. You see, with that, you'll even go home so much comfortable and so much happy, and you'll just be seeing us as the best nurses and the best doctors. But the cases, we have a lot of cases where people are tarnishing other doctors' names, other nurses' names, or the hospital's name, saying that this hospital is after money. This means that you as a mom, you did not go to that hospital well prepared. And that is why I'm telling you, I need 50 shillings, not, I need 100,000 shillings to take you for a cesarean section, and you need to pay 50,000 shillings before we get into theater. And then you're seeing me as someone who is after money, or you're seeing this hospital as a hospital which is after money. But these are rules and regulations. If you have the money, you won't see it as a big deal. So this is in your ANC booklet, and it is reminding you each and every day you're carrying this book. Make sure you refer there and see, are you prepared enough for your baby? Are you prepared enough to go to this specific hospital that you have chosen? Are you prepared enough financially to receive your baby? Are you prepared enough financially for any emergency that can come? Remember also, you can get an emergency even before the labor. Sometimes the blood pressure can go too high, and then you have to be admitted in the wards, okay, even before your delivery. Make sure that you have something in your pocket. Make sure that your insurance cover is up to date, just in case you have an emergency even before that labor. You are still on your pregnancy, but you get like high blood pressure, high blood sugar. Make sure you are prepared enough. So until the next video, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support. Remember to subscribe.